Have you guys wondering what the 8th anniversary characters are? Well, they're here on the screen, I guess, hopefully. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the 8th anniversary and all the details that were discussed in the fan meetup live stream that they did yesterday. So, I'm not alone here. I'm joined by Gail and Tystra, two of my favorite Five Nine members. So, I guess you guys could say hi to the audience, you know?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I'm a
Yo!
favorite?
Yeah, you're my favorite, Tystra. I hope you know. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I told you guys I'm not just the loser DT.
Yeah, Tystra is the GOAT. But again, there's a lot of information that was talked about in the live stream specifically. And again, we're just going to be kind of covering that here just as a general thing. So, I mean, we'll just start off the two brand new units. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Then there's a GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They're both dual units in a dual Dokkan Festival format. So I personally am excited about that, honestly. I think that it is a good choice for them to do dual Dokkan Festival. I see a lot of people do agree, but what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the fact that they decided to go back to the dual Dokkan Fest. We did get a lot of controversy when it came to the carnival units and a lot of people being upset about it. So I am kind of glad to see that they went back to this. And honestly, both arts look fantastic in my opinion. But I want to base it on the abilities because I really want to see what they can do, especially since we've seen anniversary units get better and better every year.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that actually as well. But the thing I'm more, in love with is the absolute fact that they just lied to our faces a couple of months ago saying, oh, it's going to be completely fresh, new units and stuff, but it's too good, man. I personally don't care too much because, hey, Goku and Vegeta, I mean, it's unsurprising, but it's just so funny that Omatsu basically was like, he actually apologized about that actually during the fan meeting as well, saying like people misunderstood him. But yeah, I'm down for these units. Their arts look amazing, and of course we're still to see their animations and stuff, which is going to be revealed next week actually. But I mean, card arts wise and the units selection, I think I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it.
For sure, and I actually do have a question for the comments below. Let us know who you guys' most anticipated of the two are, if you had to choose between the Buu Saga variant and the GT variant. Me personally, I'm more excited for Buu Saga. I think I feel like Gale is a GT guy, right? So I understand. Tysha, I'm not even sure if you're GT or Buu Saga, but both of them look amazing, right?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the banners for them both are absolutely stacked.
Yes. Dude, the banners, it's pretty insane. Just a quick breakdown on the Buu Saga. We have the LR Gods, STR Cooler returns, and Gamma 1 returns. And we have potentially two banner units. It could be a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Piccolo dual unit, or it could be two separate ones. Things could be really insane. And even the GT banner, right? I'll let Gail, let us know what the GT banner is. GT guy, what about that?
I love how I'm just called the GT guy now. We have, of course, the 7-year GT units, which obviously the 7-year gods are on the SSJ2, SSJ3 banner. We'll call it that, I suppose. We also have an Aizen Nova Shenron banner unit or dual unit. We still don't know what they are, but I'm thinking it's going to be a dual, joint forces unit more so than two separate banner units. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. Then we obviously have the SSJ Goku and Vegeta from the Worldwide Download Celebration Part 2 banner, and Gamma 2, of course, as the main focus units. I assume we'll also have a multitude of LRs outside of, the ones that are featured on the banner, or the poster boys of the banner. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what else is on the banner, because initially just on the faces of the two banners, both banners look really good. Although I will have to admit the Buu Saga banner does look better, though. It really does.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, Tash, if you had to choose, which banner would you summon on? Because I think I'm going for the Buu Saga guys left, but I guess I have to wait for details.
It is so tough on those banners for me because I desperately need Gamma 2. And now I gotta wait until July, possibly, to even summon for Gamma 2. But in all honesty...
True. Global moment, man.
Global win, man. But no, in all honesty, if you look at both of these banners side by side, we know who the clear winner was. It's the Boo Saga banner. That is the best bang for your buck, especially if you're a new player or a player that's wanting to get into Dokkan. That's going to be the perfect time for you to do it, and that banner is going to be the best bang for your buck out of the two. Don't get me wrong, obviously the GT banner is really good as well, and we don't even know what these abilities are, so it might be that the GT unit might be that much better, but it's got to be crazy better than the Boo side of things to make it more of a summonable banner. I don't see that happening, so my choice is going to be the Boo banner.
Yeah, that's very fair, right? And we do have some extra information here about the, actual, like, there's free-to-play events, right? Either we're getting, like, a new Hercule, we're getting a new LR Bobbity. Yeah, free-to-play LR Bobbity. You guys excited? But those are just some extra things. Yeah, I feel like... I'd say that, those things specifically, people aren't the most excited about, like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the story event, right?
Yeah, I mean, the story event, not so much, but I mean, the hope is at least that the LR Bobbity is better than, or whatever it ends up being, like LR Majin Army or something, which would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind an LR Majin Army with, like, Majin Vegeta, like a what-if card, effectively. But, I mean, the hope is at least it's a better unit than last year, because that Gohan, Goten, and Trunks unit last year was, oof. I don't know about that one, but hopefully it's more like the Roshi unit where it's actually usable,
Now, one thing I really do want to talk about, though, the 10th anniversary, they actually mentioned that. They confirmed to us during the live stream that they have every single character planned out already all the way until the 10th anniversary. That doesn't mean that they're necessarily completed, but they know what is going to be releasing for the next 2 years, which is pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. And funny enough, they said that they got a lot of the inspiration and decisions, based around our feedback. So again, our feedback and left in the surveys like that are very, very important. And a lot of these questions that were asked during the live stream, honestly, we've never really got complete answers to them. Like, we had a question about, hey, do you want more unhyped characters, basically, like Yamcha and Ginyu, co-op. They talked about the World Tournament even. A lot of the information, they want us to leave feedback on that. So I definitely recommend to keep doing that. Mm-hmm. There's two other things I do want to just kind of mention before we can close out the video. I think we covered a good amount of stuff here. Actually, I do want to say they also talked about the second step of an EZA. They're not sure how to do that as well. They want our feedback on that, but there's two things that I feel like they did confirm. First and foremost, they confirmed that there's not going to be a pity system, at least anytime soon. They think that the coin banner system is enough. So, what do you guys think?
It's an L, honestly. It's an L because you see even older gachas like, Grand Blue Fantasy already had a sparking system, right? Where you could spark after a certain amount of multis. But even games like FGO, which, released around the same time as Dokkan and never had a pity system, added a pity system because they realized how important it is. And it's just weird the way they're very stubborn about this whole thing where the coin system is enough, because it's clearly not enough at this point. Like, it's significantly worse than other gachas, and in my opinion, a pity system would actually help them generate more revenue because people are more incentivized to actually try and pull for the unit, because they'll be like, oh, we're only 5 multis away from being able to guarantee ourselves the new unit or something like that. Even if they guaranteed 1 copy and not the rest of the copies, I think that would be so much more valuable for them than it is for us as well in terms of revenue. So I don't know what their thought processes and why they're not doing it, because in my opinion it's an easy moneymaker for them, honestly.
Absolutely 100% agree with that, and it really does show. And I'm going to take a game obviously that we're all pretty familiar with, obviously, with Genshin Impact. We saw in the top 50 top grossing games, and with Genshin Impact's pity system in place, it is stayed on top of the top grossing for a long time. It's really sad to see that there's no change in sight for it in Dokkan. So it's definitely a massive L. I can semi-understand it from the coins perspective, but honestly, that's not pity. We have to wait a while before we can even get them. Pity is instant, or not instant, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's within the launch of the banner, not waiting like 3-4 months maybe for the unit to come back.
3-4 months, maybe a full year.
Yeah, for us global players, it's usually a year.
Cries
Global
and no
moment,
Gambit
baby.
2, bro. Cries and no Gambit 2.
It's okay. You guys will get it eventually, surely, Save your coins. That's what they want, right? And yeah, there's one last thing I want to talk about. They did state that, could they re-release characters that have already been released with, good moments already taken in good animations, essentially. Like, let's think of AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Father Son Kamehameha. They say they can do that, but like with altered animations, I believe that's what Goresh said, right? So let's say, how we got the Tech Super Saiyan Gohan and LR during the Golden Week celebration of 2022. Something like that where maybe it's a what if or an altered animation. So that could be really cool. Like, what if we see like a father-son spirit bomb moment or something? I don't know. That's something I just said randomly. I just think that's good, but that's pretty much all they cover just in a quick little recap for you guys.
One thing I want to add about that point, right, in all honesty, I know it's a bit weird, but the first thing I thought of actually right when they mentioned that, right, was actually Beast Gohan, because it makes so much sense that, it's a question that's indirectly approaching him as well, because obviously they've used up that special beam cannon asset. The only thing he has left technically is the kick, right? So it kind of makes sense that it's indirectly also referring to him, I feel, as well, where, they're saying that we can remake him in the future. You guys don't have to, yell in our faces consistently on Twitter or whatever, about him. But yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, was potentially referring to Beast Gohan more so as well.
I mean, it's really either that or they start custom making assets, like actual animations, like they would do with certain units.
Yeah, the what if animations and stuff.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough for them in this standpoint, because the game has gone on for so long. We are obviously in the 8th year. We're going to be going upwards to 10 years. So it's going to be difficult, and I truly hope that what they do with these animations is going to be spectacular, because for me, I love the animations, but if I keep seeing the same animation being used, or just 90% of the same animation being used, it's going to be a little bit off-putting, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like they're going to spam that type of unit on here.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like, if there's like 4 years plus past and we haven't seen a unit, like that, and they're like, hey, we want to do this for anniversary. Like, again, a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or something. They could always redo it, alter stuff. And that's the beauty about Dokkan, they could make their own animations. We saw that with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta during the anniversary. So very, very exciting things. But again, that's pretty much all we have about the 8th anniversary. There will be a live stream on the 29th. So, the 20th in Japan time. We will be streaming that on the 59 Momo channel. So feel free to, hop in right here. We'll try to have, Goresh and Truth on again and everything like that. So we'll have all the information from you live. So feel free to check us out there. But any last words you guys got to say here?
Really, for me, all I gotta say is the future is looking bright for Dokkan. I'm very excited and happy to know that we, at least after 8th anniversary, have 2 more years to go of this game.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think it's good for the game is in a very stable place for sure. I do wish, again, like you said, Minato, that they gave a lot of non-answers. I feel like if they had given definitive answers, it would have been much nicer. But alas, it at least indicates that they are aware of what we're trying to, or what we want to see fixed in Dokkan to make it better, right? With World Tournament and stuff like that. So hopefully the changes come sooner rather than later. But yeah, I mean, it's very bright. The future is definitely very bright. And the fact that they've already planned up to the 10th anniversary is very positive as well. So definitely super, super excited to see what they've got in store for us.
Yep, I do agree. So that's it from us. Let us know what you guys think again in the comments below. Thank you for watching till the end if you did finish, and we'll catch you in the next 5-9 gaming video. Peace out.